What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis, and this was a 12-rounder for the vacant WBC Super Lightweight World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, November 26th from the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. And this fight was broadcasted on Fight TV pay-per-view. And in this fight, Regis Prograis really proved something. He had a statement. It was basically just statement made for him. He knocked out Jose Zepeda in the 11th round to become the new WBC world champion. This was a phenomenal win for Regis Prograis. Leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 98-92 in favor of, obviously, Prograis, and I would imagine that the judges had it somewhere around there, maybe one round, give or take, either way. But just to break it down round by round, so the first round, Zepeda actually, that was one of the rounds I did give to him. He landed a big overhand left that I thought just won him the round in general. However, rounds 2 and 3 were very fun rounds, and it looked like it was going to be picking up to a very competitive fight. But, the rounds after, rounds 2 and 3, were really dominant for Prograis. We'll get into that later. But in round 2, there was a huge overhand left from Prograis, obviously to counteract that first round that I gave to Zepeda. But then in the third round, Prograis started piecing up combinations. He started throwing fast, short left hands. And Zepeda was just leaving his hands down, and Prograis was just taking advantage of it in that third round. But then in rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, they were all just clear dominant rounds for Prograis. Zepeda just wasn't doing enough. He wasn't landing. He wasn't throwing enough. And Prograis would just take advantage, outland him, punch through the guard because Zepeda's guard was very low throughout the fight. He was just winning those rounds easily. There was no question that he was up, in my opinion, by a big margin. But then in that 10th round, this was a very, very fun round of the fight. Both of them were exchanging, wheeling away at punches earlier on. It looked like Prograis was a bit stunned and wobbled because Zepeda landed a massive flush overhand left on the chin of Prograis. But then late, Prograis landed a big right hook of his own, but still, in that round, I actually did give it to Zepeda because he actually had, I would say, a bit more of the eye-catching shots, but it was a really close round that could have went either way. Then in that 11th round, this was a shocker for me. I thought that both these guys have excellent chins, which they do, and they were both big power punchers. They were taking each other's shots, but then in the 11th round, Prograis landed one big left hand that backed up Zepeda. He followed up, started landing big left hands, and big left hands. And Zepeda just, his hands were down. It was just left hand after left hand from Prograis, and Zepeda was just eating those shots. He was against the ropes. One left hand was able to whip back Zepeda's head under the ropes, and Prograis just kept going ham on him with big left hands and combinations up until when Zepeda tried turning out of the corner where they were in ultimately, after Zepeda got pushed back. He tried turning it out towards the center of the ring so he could back up and defend himself, but then another big left hand sent Zepeda down in a heap, and the referee stopped the fight. I think it was a good stoppage considering, the referee was just about to stop Zepeda standing because he wasn't defending himself good. He was getting hit with massive left hands, and I know I said the two words left hand numerous times in this video already, just in this sequence, but really, Zepeda was getting hit with so many left hands in that sequence, and then the referee was about to step in, as I mentioned before, but just as he was about to, Zepeda got hit with another big shot and went down, and the referee obviously waved it off. So this was a massive win for Regis Prograis, and this goes into question, what is next for him? This is a career-defining win for him, 100%, beating Zepeda, who is ranked top 5 by most people, and by most of the big boxing sites as well. So yeah, this is just a crazy win for him, picking up a world title as well. Now he's a 2-time super lightweight world champ. So, for him, the super lightweight division is just purely wide open. There's a lot of guys, a lot of titles are vacant now, or they're actually being fought for. WBA title belongs to Alberto Puello. I believe the WBO is still in the hands of Josh Taylor, unless I'm incorrect and it was vacated. But, the WBC title is obviously now in the hands of Prograis. And, the IBF title is being fought for by Jeremiah Ponce, and I can't really remember the exact other opponent he's facing. Subriel Matias. I think it's Subriel Matias and Jeremiah Ponce, actually, who are fighting for that IBF belt. So, really, the division is wide open. We're going to have 4 separate world champions, which is actually pretty rare to see nowadays in boxing. But yeah, for Regis Prograis, I mean, really, who knows? We could see him face maybe one of these new champions, possibly get a unification fight. Maybe we could see him defend his title against Jose Carlos Ramirez, who's a highly ranked 140 pounder. Maybe we could see him rematch Josh Taylor if he's able to get past Jack Catterall in their rematch. Who knows? I mean, he has a lot of options. He's world ranked at this weight. He's top 3, 100%, I would say, because he just knocked out Zepeda, who was the third ranked guy in most people's most people's 140-pound rankings, considering Regis Prograis was a bit inactive against the top competition, but now he truly proved that he definitely deserves a rematch with Taylor or another one of these top tier guys, because I mean, he really had a great performance here. But as for Jose Zepeda, losing here for the third time in his career, I believe this is his first ever true knockout loss. I know he had a stoppage loss when he fought for the WBO lightweight title, but I believe it's because he had a shoulder injury. But here, I mean, he was really stopped. This is a tough loss for him, considering he got knocked out. But I would like to see him just sort of get a very solid win like he did against Jose Vargas or Hank Lundy, where he just got a solid win, an easy win over an opponent who wasn't that highly ranked. And yeah, I think we'll see Jose Zepeda back at it again, getting a very solid, easy win, and then obviously stepping it up, fighting guys in the top 10 like he should. So overall, Regis Prograis knocks out Jose Zepeda in the 11th round to become the new WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.